no, please, I beg you. Don't say that.
The king was dying. But it wasn't death that terrified the palace, it was what he said before his last breath. The palace had never been this quiet. Servants stood frozen in place, their heads lowered, afraid to even breathe too loudly. Guards who once moved with pride now avoided each other's eyes. Even the wind seemed to hesitate as it passed through the ancient royal walls, as if it too feared what was about to happen. Inside the king's chamber, time was slipping away. King Adisa, a ruler once feared across kingdoms, now lay weak and fading. His chest rose and fell unevenly, each breath heavier than the last. His hands trembled against the silk sheets, his strength gone, but his mind was still awake. Beside him stood Prince Kade, his only son, the one who had waited his entire life for this moment. The next king. But something didn't feel right. The air in the room was thick, heavy with something unspoken. The queen stood quietly in the background, her face calm, too calm. The silence wasn't normal. It wasn't grief, it was tension. And then the king turned his gaze. He looked directly at Cade, not with pride, not with love, but like he was looking at a stranger. Cade. His voice came out weak, barely above a whisper. Come closer. The prince stepped forward, his heart pounding. This was it. The final blessing, the moment the crown would truly become his. He leaned in, close enough to hear the king's final words. Then the king spoke. You are not my son. Everything stopped. The air, the sound, time itself. Cade froze, his body refusing to move, his mind unable to understand what he had just heard. His eyes searched the king's face, hoping, begging for it to be a mistake, but it wasn't. Behind him, the queen slowly closed her eyes, not in shock, but in acceptance. And in that same moment, the king took his final breath. Silence, a deep, terrifying silence. The king was dead, but his last word had just shattered the entire kingdom. If Cade is not the king's son, then who is he?